What's up guys? So I'm taking you door knocking with me in Long Beach. I have my flyers. I'm only going to specific homes though because I have an app from my title rep that shows me which homes are most likely to sell. So I'm only going to specific homes, but I'm going to take you guys along with me today. I saw this really cool wall while I was driving up to the property and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So it's right behind me there. I don't know what it is. Somebody knows what that wall is, tell me, but it's really cool. It has a bunch of artwork on it. So this is just my vibe, this scene over here. So that's why I'm here today, but I'm specifically door knocking on more of like that Spanish style home that I was telling you guys about that I like. So I just had someone in the Prius giving me like a peace sign. So I'm not going to show any addresses obviously, but I just dropped off a flyer at that one property and I just used like a hack that my coach gave me from the coaching course that I'm in right now. Basically, like, you just pretend you're on the phone, but I'm not gonna give all the tricks. Like, if you want to take his coaching class, I'll link the information below. I don't know when he's gonna be starting up another session, but right now I'm getting ready to look for the next drop off. So like I was telling you guys, I have this little app here and it shows me properties in the area that are most likely to sell. They'll have like a little red or orange dot on there. So I'm gonna look through these and I'm gonna see what my next drop off is gonna be. And okay, I'm at the next destination now, so I'm walking over there. I'm gonna drop off this flyer. So I just dropped that flyer off too. So this area is Belmont Shore. So a lot of the neighborhoods are mixed in with condos and single family homes. There's duplexes over here, a lot of triplexes, quadruplexes. So it's a really cute little neighborhood, and then you have 2nd Street behind me there. So you can always walk to the restaurants over there and eat. There's like a few little clothing shops, but not anything you guys have probably ever heard of. More like niche brands that are local to the area. It's definitely an eclectic spot to live in because you're not far from the bay, Alamitos Bay. So if you like to kayak, paddleboard, water activities, it's a perfect place for you to live. And then it's not that far from the beach. So if you love going to the beach, you can also have that experience as well. A lot of these streets are one way, but I'm so used to checking both ways. Cute little park right here. Like, quiet little neighborhood. So it's good to like walk around and drive around it because I can see for myself like what the houses look like in person. And I do think this is definitely in an area that I could actually sell property in. You get like so discouraged because I moved from Compton, but I used to live in Long Beach. I used to live right off of PCH. Moving back to Long Beach has been such of a difference because it has changed a lot, but it's really not that much different. And I used to live like, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes from here, and now I live about 12 to 15. It depends on if there's traffic, but I live about, I would say about 12 minutes from here now. It's easy for me to get to. I can definitely be in this market quite often, door knocking, dropping off flyers, and put in a little bit of footwork because this is something I never really did in my career. I've always just relied on word of mouth. I've always relied on referrals. So this is the first time that I'm actually like stepping out and prospecting by cold calling, cold texting, dropping off flyers on doorsteps. Never done this before. Yeah, this is a huge change for me. But so far, you know, I'm trying to like hype myself up by vlogging. And I actually was gonna go to another house, but then I saw this house look kind of abandoned a little bit and boxes inside of it. So I'm gonna put a flyer here as well. I'm gonna set one there. The one I have to walk to is a little bit further down. So it's actually an open house over here. I'll see if they'll let me pop in it. I'm at an open house right now. This is kind of like the same style house. Really small lot, but really cute Spanish style. Look at the entertaining area outside. You have a fountain over there. This one I think is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I don't want to walk through and have the camera on everybody, but these are how the properties look in this area. And then you have you have alley access too. So if you wanted to do like a private entrance or an ADU, there's a garage out here. This actually happened to be the one that said I could drop a flyer off, but it's already listed, guys. So that goes to show you that the app works. So I was getting ready to put a flyer on that doorstep, and it's already for sale. They listed it yesterday. Sometimes the app won't pick up on the property that's active, even especially if it just went active. Apparently this area is a really hot market right now. Here's another one for sale behind me. So if you're interested in Long Beach, Belmont Shore area, there's a bunch of properties here for sale. I wonder if I can get in this one so I can show you guys. Let me check. Okay. So this is another one that's for sale. Well, I can already tell the floor is kind of uneven as soon as you walk in. But yeah, the last one that I just showed you guys, it's already for sale. So I didn't get there in enough time, but it just goes to show you if you do it enough, there are a lot of people in the area that are wanting to sell their homes, so you'll probably find something. So I'm just gonna walk through this property just to kind of see what it looks like. It'll help me to learn kind of what all these houses look like in the neighborhood, because they're probably all very similar. They're probably all built around the same time. This one that we're at right now is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's listed at 1.225. It's 912 square feet, and the lot is 2,652 square feet. Let's take a look. It does look like it's older. I don't see many updates, but the houses are selling for around 1.5, 1.6 over here, even higher. So if they buy this and fix it up, they could really turn this into a really valuable investment. You have the really standard subway tile from back in the day. We got a pedestal sink. You even have like the old school handles. This looks like it's newer. And that was the entry. It does look like it has central air, which is nice. This is probably a rental, possibly before. Here's the kitchen. There's no major updates in here. The cabinets look a little bit older. Not as old as the house, but they look like the 90s maybe. The dishwasher's older. The washer and dryer is a little bit older. You got the side door here. Like I said, the lot's not that big, so you're not going to be getting a huge lot over here. But this is more of like a lifestyle type property where you're purchasing it because you want to be next to 2nd Street and you want to be next to the water so that you can do water activities. Yeah. We could take a look outside. I think that was the only way to get outside was through this little door right here, so let's try it. Here's the backyard space, which oddly is bigger than the one that we just went to. The garage is in the backyard as opposed to set off into the alley. 1-car garage, good size. It also has alley access. The gate looks like it's a little bit newer, so if you were interested in doing an ADU on something like this, you could, and have private access, private entrance. We have this back here, a little cool little feature. I think that probably used to be some type of grill or stove or something, but they covered it up with tile. I like all of the stone on the ground. It's different. A lot of it is older, but I think that adds to the character. If you're watching this and you're interested in Long Beach real estate, contact me. I don't know if this one will still be available, but I could find you something else. Because as I'm door knocking, I'm going to be asking people if they want to sell their house, if I get a hold of anybody. This is a good way to get a good off-market opportunity. I love the fireplace, how it's central to the living room. It's nice and bright and airy and open in here, and this is a really cool feature. It's older because it has the brick, but I think they did a good job of adding what looks like reclaimed wood there. Solid, typical Long Beach, Belmont Shore property. And of course, you gotta have the door with the archways. This is what really makes it that Spanish style, having those archways like that. And the color, of course, the color of the house. They're almost done, it looks like. It's a 2-story, like a Spanish style and no feet, but it's a 2-story. So I guess it would be like a revival, but Durant design and construction. Whew. I did a lot of walking today. I learned a lot about my new farm. I'm gonna continue to farm over there until hopefully I get a listing. It's like, what, 12 minutes away? You don't even have to get on the freeway. So I'm gonna make myself a smoothie because I have not eaten As you guys can see, I'm a little glowy because I'm sweating. I was out there walking. I was really working. So I did, like, not necessarily meet, but I spoke to a couple of people that were walking around in the neighborhood. And I just, you know, I want to become a familiar face over there. So, you know, I just speak, even if they didn't speak to me. Like, some people were a little grouchy, and I get it, whatever. Hopefully they'll get used to seeing me and they'll just start thinking, that's that real estate agent girl, and they won't care. And I was vlogging too. That may have weirded them out a little bit. I know people get weird around vlogs or on cameras. I was on a public street, so I'm able to film what I can see from the public. I'm just here. I'm gonna have a smoothie. I'm gonna relax. Gonna pick up the kids in a little bit, and you know, we're gonna do our little afternoon homework routine, and I look forward to taking you guys on other door knocking days. I want to implement it into my prospecting each week instead of always being on the phones. The list that I have that I've been working with is a list for South LA, which was where I was closer to. I was previously in Compton, so a lot of the properties that I used to farm or areas that I used to try to like get listings in was usually South LA area in the vicinity. I have done a couple of listings further out for family members that were in Riverside County, San Bernardino County. If you are someone though that is looking for a property in those areas, let me know, because I do have a cousin that's really great that's been doing real estate for a long time as well, and he will take very good care of you. So either way, you know, let me know. But I typically don't want to do real estate that far, so now that we're here in Long Beach, and we're probably going to stay in Long Beach even if we don't stay at this property and we end up renting it out, we still want to stay in Long Beach. This is like my new farm, guys, so get used to it. If you want to see other areas in LA here and there, I might include them, but for the most part I'll probably just be doing Long Beach, and then if we happen to go somewhere as a family, then I might pick up the vlog. Just get used to it. You're going to be seeing a lot of Long Beach. I just want to keep everything hyper local because I'm a mom and I have something in my teeth. Whatever. Or at this point, if you're subscribed here, it is what it is. I'm a mom and a wife, and you know, I don't really want to be so focused on my career where I'm not accessible to my children when they need me. If their school calls, I want to be like, yep, I'm right there, I'm 10 minutes away, I'm down the street. I don't want to be in a situation where I can't be there for my family when they need me. That's very important to me. Everybody does things differently. Some women are like, you know, my career, I love my family, but my passions come first, or whatever. That's just not my setup, and it is what it is. You may be watching this like, girl, do what you want to do. That's fine, but that's just not my setup right now. So maybe once my kids get older, then my husband and I can kind of move like a little bit more freely. But for now, my husband works kind of further away, not far, but he works further away from the house. I want to be really local, so that my kids, when they need me, I'm here. If they're sick, I'm here. If they have like my daughter has an assembly tomorrow where she's being honored for being a scholar, I want to be there. Even though I have a meeting that day at 11:30, I can go to her school in the morning and attend that and be present. That's what I'm about. If you're, you know, if you're like-minded, or if that's something you're aspiring to do, you know, hats off to you, because it's not easy to put your family first. It's so easy just like, I'm gonna do my own thing, and not even include what your family wants from you or needs from you in the conversation. You just kind of go off. But as a mom, like, it's so important to be the nurturer. You're the nurturer of your home. You hold your house together. And you know, I know people are like 50-50, but that's an illusion. Delusion, whatever you want to call it. Nothing is 50-50. I do my part as a mom and a wife, and my husband does his part. He does it very well to protect his family and provide for his family, and I'm going to do my part to be there for my family, nurture for them, cook for them, clean for them, whatever I got to do to be that rock, that foundation. And we do it together very well, and we balance off of each other. It's not equal, but it is a balance.
They not like us. They not like us.